Hello friends, once again welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to solve the question answers from the 8th English from the poetry section No Men Are Foreign, which is written by James Kirkup. ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು 8ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನೋ ಮೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಈ ಪಾಠದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೋತ್ತರಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಬನ್ನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಹೆನ್ಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್. ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲನ್ನು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸೋಣ. First question is, what does the poet remind us of in the first line of the poem? The answer is, the poet reminds us that no men are strange and no countries are foreign. The next question is, what, according to the poet, are we doing when we hate others? The answer is, according to the poet, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betray, and condemn. The next question is, what are the two bad effects of war? Read lines 16 to 19 and answer. Answer, the two bad effects of war are that we take arms against each other, defiling the human earth and our hells of fire, and dust outrage the innocence of air. The next part is comprehension 2. Read and discuss your responses with your partner, then write. The first question is, how do you think we are all treated alike by nature? The answer, we are all treated alike by nature because everyone is aware of the sun, air, and water and is fed by peaceful harvest. During times of war, all are starved by its long winter. Everyone's hands are similar, indicating a labor not different from our own. Additionally, we all have eyes that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love, signifying a common life that all can recognize and understand in every land. The next question is, read the third stanza carefully. What message does the poet want to convey to us? The answer is, in the third stanza, the poet conveys the message that all people are fundamentally the same. We all possess similar eyes that wake or sleep, and we all have strength that can be won by love. The poet emphasizes that there is a common life in every land that everyone can recognize and understand, promoting the idea of shared humanity and the power of love over division. Next question is, do you agree with the poet that we should wage no war? How do you justify that? The answer is yes. The poem strongly suggests that we should wage no war. The poet highlights that when we hate our brothers and take up arms, we are ultimately harming ourselves, dispossessing, betraying, and condemning our own humanity. War defiles the earth and outrages the innocence of the air, showing that its destructive impact extends to our shared environment. The core message is that all people beneath their uniforms are a single body, making conflict against others a self-inflicted wound against universal brotherhood. Next question is, some are of the opinion that the poet might have written this poem after witnessing the bad effects of the Second World War. Mention some of the lines in the poem to support that opinion. The answer is, this opinion can be supported by lines that depict the harsh realities and widespread suffering caused by conflict. For instance, the phrase by war's long winter starved, vividly portrays prolonged periods of scarcity and hardship that are characteristic of major wars like the Second World War. Furthermore, our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air, strongly evokes images of widespread destruction, bombings, and the environment devastation resulting from modern warfare, which became actually apparent during the world wars. The general plea for universal brotherhood and the reminder that no men are strange, no countries foreign, can be seen as a post-war reflection urging humanity to learn from past atrocities. This is the answer for this question. Okay, the next question is, briefly describe how a war spoils everything. The answer is, a war spoils everything by causing starvation and hardship, means war's long winter starve, and by leading people to hate and harm one another, which the poet describes as dispossessing, betraying, and condemning ourselves. It involves taking arms against each other, which defiles the human earth and outrages the innocence of the air with hells of fire and dust. Essentially, war destroys not just lives and land, but also the fundamental sense of shared humanity and peace, turning common life into a state of conflict and suffering. This is all about the description how a war spoils everything. ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನನ್ನ ಹಳೆ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗೋ ಥರ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸದಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್.